Shailene Walker is suing her ex-boyfriend, Jeremy Mitchell, for the return or value of her Pomeranian, Stanley. Jeremy is countersuing for stolen furniture.
Mr. Mitchell, is this gentleman a witness for you, or is he just here for support?
He's a witness.
Okay. Miss Walker, you and Mr. Mitchell were in a relationship. While you were in a relationship, you adopted this dog.
Correct.
And you were in a relationship for a long time, almost a decade. The dog was adopted when?
In 2015 on June 7th.
And where were you and Mr. Mitchell living?
We were living in an apartment together.
And how long did you live in the apartment together?
1 year.
Did you move into another apartment together?
We moved into his mom's house after. We had gotten evicted.
Just a second. So you got evicted, then you lived with his mother. For how long did you live with his mother?
It wasn't his mother, it was his mother's house. It was a rental.
How long did you live there?
I lived there for approximately 6 months. He continued to live there after I'd moved out.
When did you give me the month and year that you moved out?
That would be December of 2016. I moved out of that house and moved in with my mother and took Stanley with me.
Judge Judy
Look at.
When was the last time the dog, what's the dog's name?
Stanley.
When was Stanley with Miss Walker on a full-time basis?
He was never with Miss Walker on a full-time basis.
This is Charlie not coughing because he took an awesome 12-hour. And this is Charlie still not.
Arctic Air Gas is doing
Oh, shit.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy.
There you go.
Shailene Walker is suing her ex-boyfriend, Jeremy Mitchell, for the return or value of her Pomeranian, Stanley.
Stanley.
She is countersuing
I can't believe
for
it.
stolen furniture.
Now, since December of 2016, have you and
Look at
Mr.
him.
Mitchell ever
Stanley.
cohabited together?
No.
Now, when you moved out in December of 2016, you said you took the dog with you.
Yes.
The dog is right now in the hands of Mr. Mitchell. Where was the dog? Today is the 26th of September. Where was the dog on the 26th of August of this year?
With Mr. Mitchell.
Where was the dog on the 26th of June of this year?
With Mr. Mitchell.
Where was the dog on the 26th of April of this year?
With Mr. Mitchell.
Where was the dog February 26th of this year?
At that time we were sharing Stanley.
When you say sharing, how much time
She's
did the
lying
dog
to her
spend
teeth.
with you, and how much time in February of 2019 did the dog spend with you?
I took Stanley on Friday, returned him on Monday night.
That would be every weekend.
Yes.
And what about in December of 2018?
With Mr. Actually, I believe he was with me.
Where was the dog in December of 2018? That's easy. That's holiday time.
Right.
Christmas.
He spent Christmas with me and my family in Los Angeles.
Where did the dog spend December of 2018?
With me.
When was the dog with Miss Walker on a full-time basis?
He was never with Miss Walker on a full-time basis.
Continues in a moment. Sponsored by
He was though, huh?
The best?
For a minute.
real cases, real people.
Oh, for 2
Judge
weeks when she stole them?
Managing Type 2
Oh,
diabetes.
shit. Oh, here we go.
Really? Told you.
Justice. Go to judgejudy.com.
You're all.
Like us on Facebook.
I got justice.
Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah,
Now, after December of 2016, when the two of you separated, when was the last time the dog, what's the dog's name?
Stanley.
When was Stanley with Miss Walker on a full-time basis?
He was never with Miss Walker on a full-time basis.
Miss Walker, I'll ask you that question. Since December 16,
Oh, look at the stitches guy right there.
2016, when was Stanley with you on a full-time basis?
Danny.
From 2016 until
Yeah.
2018.
When in 2018?
I was that they showed me the.
Or actually November. I went into training in November. So that was the last time I had Stanley on a full-time basis when I lived with my mother.
So that would be November of 2017.
17.
Since
She just said 18
November
before.
2017, the dog has not been in your full-time care.
Correct.
The dog stays with Mr. Mitchell. We're done. Thank you very much.
What about your counter?
Continues in a moment.
She didn't.
And on the next Judge Judy.
Look at her watch. Oh,
When we
she's
broke up,
pissed.
he took the keys away from me.
You don't expect her to pay for a car that you're using. I mean, that would be stupid. Does this face look stupid to you?
Judge Judy.
This is face. You guys
I
are
want
all
to see
so
it.
But I think it's absolutely fair.
I think it's beyond ridiculous.
It was purely about money for her. if she wanted the dog, she would have just sued me for the dog, not $5,000.
Because I decided to leave him and move on with my life.
Oh my.
Not a spite.